Guess I don't really need to fireball these things. I'm hitting for pretty good amounts of damage here. It would have been fine if, like, even if I suffered some, you know, negative, like, health loss and everything, I could have just gone back to the restore point and healed up, but no. I was devastated, dude. No, it's not even close to DQ2 levels of nonsense, not even close, yeah. I went the wrong way, too. Honestly, DQ2 was fine up until, like, the back half of the game. Like I want to say DQ2 was a fine game, but really, what really happens is that, like, you're having a normal DQ experience, it's better than 1, everything's fine, and then the back half of the game happens, and it's just like, what is going on? What is this nonsense? And it just completely changes, like, how enjoyable the game is to be a complete, like, kick in the nuts. It's just really bad. Really so bad in the back half of the game that I can't forgive the first part of the game. That's why I gave it a 1 on gameplay, because, like, it was so bad and so awful and so punishing that I felt like you shouldn't be tricked into playing the first half of the game to get to that point. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, playing through half the game and then getting to that part makes you feel pretty awful. So if you just don't play it, then you're better off. I got a kitty. It's a kitty butt. Meow. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Yeah, like, I hear the SNES or the Switch or whatever version of it is fine because it fixes that in-game nonsense and helps you find the key items you need or whatever, but so if you do play DQ2, it's one of the rare occurrences where I'd say do not play the original release.
Oh, you're so soft. It's a nice little kitty. It's a nice little kitty cat.
Bum 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 ba da dum dum. I know, I want to go up here. Your cat likes to get in the way and lay in the middle of the room. Yeah. Yeah, both Coconut and Ginger like to lay right in the middle of any kind of hallway or room or anything. And they don't move when you walk by them. Like, most cats will get startled, you know, and they'll run off when you get near them if you're walking near them. Not these guys. They're just like, this is my area. You may walk around me if you want to get by. I actually prefer it that way because, like, cats getting underfoot is definitely a problem. So, they don't get underfoot. You just know where they are and you walk over them. Oh yeah, the bosses healing and stuff, like for more damage. Like, bosses had full heals in DQ2. Like, straight up. Full heal. So you have like 3 turns of whittling down the boss and then the boss is like full heal. Yeah. As far as I know, they didn't have a finite amount of MP either, so... Double yeah. Nice, I was able to go first on all of these. I didn't kill any of the dog, I got 1 doggo. Hopefully Molo goes before the mushroom though. Nope. So slow on the priest, apparently, that's a status effect. Unless it's really dark and you can't see them, yeah. I always have like low light everywhere, no matter what. Like whatever room has like a kind of night light or something so that I can see. Strength seed, there we go. That's something for not Erza. We'll give it to Molo since she is not quite doing what she needs to. 2 strength. I have heard that hey, what's up, Revenues? I have heard that in some games you do not want to use stat-altering items because it'll so like Earthbound and Dragon Quest typically have like a stat balancing system where over a period of time you're guaranteed to be at a certain stat like value. And in some of these games that do systems like that to guarantee that you don't get too far behind on stats, like if you're unlucky, you know, the stat altering items are taken into consideration for those stat ups. So you want to save all your stat up items until the end of the game so that you don't lose out on those stats because, yeah, that's bad. But I don't know if this is a game that does that or even has a stat system like that. But I will say that I'm just going to use them anyway, so it doesn't matter. Typically speaking, the older the game, the more likely it's going to do that. Bang is only 5 MP, very nice. Exactly, VG. The limited inventory rule. That's exactly the reason why I won't do it, is because the inventory is limited. Treasure! At least it finally is making me feel like opening treasures is valuable. For like the longest time, I never wanted to open any treasure chests because it's like, what am I gonna get? A frickin' healing herb? Like for every DQ game, 1 and 2, I never felt like any of the treasures were worth it. Meow. Meow. Kitty. I can feel your tail flickering. You're super happy. You remember a boss from another game? I'll tell the details of the spoilers. Which had a bunch of mooks with different abilities, which we're supposed to make for a battle that constantly shifts around, except for only One of the move types actually results in a stable battle that literally doesn't take forever. Yeah, there's definitely like monster summoning mechanics in some boss fights where it's just like a lot of them are really OP and they just kind of change the entire shift of the battle to be randomly you're dead, you know. That's just bad design, you know, that's just the way it goes. People like want to make these like excuses about games that have poorly designed bosses or enemies, like, oh, you just don't understand it. It's like, yes, I do not understand that I randomly die. I don't understand why they would design that. You're right, I don't understand. Left? I think we went this way. No, we didn't. Okay, go down. No, there's up and left too. When we're gonna up left. Up left first. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, come on! Two-step encounters, please! Owie. Come on! You've gotta be kidding me, dude! You've gotta actually be fucking kidding me. The focus fire, like there's nothing I can do about that, just getting that unlucky. I can't do anything about getting fucking unlucky, man. Jesus, dude. I can't bring him back. He's dead. And this game has like no ability to get Hank armor. I put him in the back row. He sits there protected. Nope. If you just get unlucky, you just die. That's it. God. Yeah, just don't get unlucky, idiot. If you understand more of V games in the W series, you understand the design mechanic and why X decided to make decision Y. That's why you're clearly a Z. Yep. Page your D20 so it's a 20 on all sides. Yeah. It's good strats, actually. I'm gonna hope that the little tile, the restore tile, restores death too. If it doesn't, then I'm boned. Bye, kitty. He left. One of these days I'll be able to actually clear this dungeon. One day. I just have to not get unlucky. Easy. Back to the drawing board. Oh, wow, that's rough. Sorry, revenues. But, I mean, that's stuff everybody has to go through eventually in their life, you know? Hot water heaters break it and stuff like that, but, sorry having to go through it, man. Just redo the entire cave every time. It's that easy. Just do the cave 7,822 times, idiot. New brand of instant ramen. Oh, that could be good. Nah, Cinny, listen, Cinny, I understand old game design very well. We talk about this all the time. But this is the third game. It's a lot better than DQ1 for sure. But like, it's the third one. It's late enough in the NES cycle that it shouldn't be really that much of a thing. As much. Like, they introduce a mechanic to protect your weaker characters, and then they just take it away from you by getting unlucky, you know? Oh, 4 more experience to level up. Nice. Have I tried not taking my entire HP pool of life in a single round? I've tried. Didn't work out, so I'd rather just randomly die and have to do the entire cave all over again. That seems like the better option. I don't know why they took away saving in non-castle towns. Man. Yeah. Yeah, I took all the wrong character traits. True. I think quarantine nonsense is starting to have an effect on me. Not because of being at home, but because I'm out of Prilosec and my diet is not where I want it to be, so I'm having a lot of GERD issues, and I have GERD pain right now, and it's been like that for like 2 days, and it's frustrating. And I don't want to go out to get more. I might have some hidden somewhere on my desk somewhere, but I haven't been able to find it. It's kind of been a bit of a struggle. Because I'm having to eat, like, whatever I can get my hands on as opposed to, you know, my normal stuff. Put all your points into tomfoolery? Can I just not have this encounter? Of course not. Actually, spaghetti would be really bad because tomatoes are really acidic. So tomato sauce is also bad. Which is actually the cause of it this time, because I do have spaghetti, and it's not something I normally eat, but I don't have, like, the normal diet to go along with it, you know? Lots of other stuff that's bad for it. Well, pasta is pretty bad for it, in general. At least for me anyway. Basically, meat and veggies. Fruit's really bad. Fruit's all acidic. Yeah, I know, right? It's like celiac almost in terms of what I can't eat, you know? Basically, meat and vegetables are the only things that will, all fruits have acid, yeah. All fruits have citric, well, a lot of acid in them, more so than others. Citric acid specifically is very, you know, well, acidic. Okay, but what kind of cut are we talking about here, Rageson? Bananas aren't super acidic, but the problem with bananas is that they have a texture that's really bad for it. A very pasty, goopy texture, you know? That does not work very well. Prime rib, I'm down. Let's go. I will take all the prime rib. But yeah, fruits have a lot of acid in them. Malaise with a tremendous blow for 58 damage. You ever had a steak? That's since you moved in? That's been a while, hasn't it? Dang, dude. Listen, go to RPG Level Break and I already have to go out for steak anyway, so you can just come along. Let's hit the restore panel here just to top us off and then... Then we can maybe hopefully get through this place. I don't even know if this is the right way to go. It's just a way that I haven't gone yet. And that's it. So there's a good chance this will be all for naught. Smile. Whew! Two-step encounters. Those who expected to encounter right before the healing tile. I don't think you can get encounters on that area. I think that's no encounter area. I went up there already, got all that stuff. I mean, I haven't gotten an encounter on those tiles yet, so I can only assume. Tremendous blow! Oh, true. Yeah, you're right. I suppose you're right. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Oh, God. Come on, Urza, go! Nope. Okay. The other two casters are asleep. Time for some GG. $8 to 20 damage? That's kind of a broad range. Holy crap. I'm not sure how I feel about that spell anymore. Ouchie! Oh. Hey! Hank has gained a level. Get some vitality. 5 vitality. Okay, get some HP. 11 HP. Thank you, Hank. Thank you. Thank you. You became more defensive and got more HP. That is a good level. 65 HP on Hank. How about that? Fire Bane. What does that do? Might be a higher powered version of Fireball. That's what or not Fireball, but Blaze. I swear these butterflies are freaking like tailored. They're like scripted to attack back row more often or something. Look at that. 3 attacks on Hank, 2 attacks on Erza. No, I don't even think they attacked anybody else. Well, it was going smooth until I fought that battle and I had to use, what, 20 MP's worth of recovery? I hope these paths connect. I just realized my levels are pretty damn high. 15, 13, 14, 14, and we've like barely even like scratched the surface of this game. That feels crazy because in Dragon Warrior 1 that was like basically the end of the game almost, you know? And even in Dragon Quest 2 it was like level 20 when we got to the actual end area of the game, and then we just grinded to 30 at the end. Granted, I have grinded a fair amount in this game, but it was all I felt necessary grinding. Okay, well, they didn't breathe sweet gas on me, so that's good. Dude, those butterflies, they're all attacking Erza. Every single one. They just attack the back row. That's crazy. Oh, of course, I don't get it. And I miss. Yeah.